My bad.
I get carried away. I am the keeper of all the bones, and people be wanting my powers. So
I just dominate.
I had to.
People want my powers.
So I had to. When I start talking about it, yeah, I do get a little out there.
But it was good. It
It was
was
a good conversation, though. I
get a little, I know I can be a little much.
much, but people are always okay. So people, what I was saying was before we got cut off was that so here around the 10th is when his energy would kick up, and so they met, Mary met, on the 11th. So yeah, and so I'm on top of my game. I'm on top of my readings are superb, so superb that I'm reading for people right now. I have my clients, and it's beautiful. I love reading for my clients.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what I do.
Um, and
I
I
read
read
every
every day. So I take it serious.
yeah. Um, yeah. So people who want readings for themselves,
I even have a way that I can.
read with them. So I think like YouTube, a lot of people, I think
They
they.
use like PayPal.
So I think PayPal is a way.
That people establish like do readings.
I would love.
Love to have it where that's for like people who are members to the channel, that they kind of have that member style. Well, now that they're a member, they get readings.
I don't know if it's like once a month,
Month, but I'm trying to figure out how I would do that. I'm not sure.
because I don't think they have like a.
One time off sort of situation.
The way they explained it was a lot of
I guess people do gifts.
gifts, and then through gifts, then they make shift alive,
And then
and everybody's there who needs to be there. So,
okay.
I haven't really.
Really figured that out. I'm still working on that one. But yes, but I do have a way in which people who are looking to have readings for themselves can acquire readings for themselves. Um,
Um, in other words, it's kind of like getting in
line. You gotta get in the line
of because I already have clients, but
clients be snatching me away while I'm in my live. So
they have to get behind those clients.
you
So
have to schedule a booking
you have to schedule a reading.
if you're looking for that. Everything else it goes. But yeah, schedule a reading. And then I'll read for you whenever I get to you. But right now I'm open to anybody.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm going to be exhausted. I have four jobs, four outlets to where I can focus on my channel. My channel is just now starting. I received an email from YouTube yesterday,
And they said, guess
guess
what?
what? You're a creator. I was like, but they said you've been a creator since.
Since 2019.
I was like, no, that is in. I created my channel 2010. They didn't know what to do with me, and then I branded it in 2019. And they're sending me this. Yeah. Well, you've been a creator since. You,
It's like you all,
by the way, just found me in
June, this past June.
I was. That means from 2010 to
2025 June,
I wasn't talking to nobody. Of course, you when you go live, it goes out into the universe, right? And then people are clicking on it, but nothing was happening. So actually, I don't believe I've actually been really creating. Well, I don't even think I've even started. I'm still trying to figure it all out. And now I've obtained close to like I think I'm like in the 400 watch hour mark, and I did a little reading on myself, and as they say, it's going to be very complicated for the next
100 hours.
So that means from 400 to 500 watch hours is going to be the most challenging times of my life. Trying to so by the way, all since I've been trying to reach to the 500 watch hour mark, so now I have all these jobs that I need so that I can focus on my goal is to create my YouTube channel place to
share all of the services and my knowledge and
pass it on, and
publish books and market my books here on my channel. So, and teach and help, service, all of that.
And also better speak to you just without the oversight, because I can speak to you regularly.
Yeah. So somebody says, "Go ahead, psychic." I
can say, "Well, you go hell back." You know, I can say that. I can say that here.
I don't have to say,
"Oh, you don't mean that." I don't have to. What are you talking about?
Oh, anything
and everything. Anything and everything.
There's always something
to talk about. Always something to talk about. Always something to talk about.
Yeah. We do so much
reading and writing.
We are textbook. We're textbook psychic.
We are like psychics that have worked with law enforcement, government.
We know our stuff.
I know. Okay, hold on. I know this. How much what I know. This card right here is the Hebrew letter
for this card
is Nun.
N-U-N. Hebrew. Like, okay.
I know Kabbalah.
Study Kabbalah. I
have textbook. By the way, Robert Wang. Yes. We
know a lot. Okay.
And we
know even
beyond what I'm showing. I even have material that I haven't. As soon as I reach a certain level into my channel, I will begin to share. So there's knowledge, information that I need to share, start sharing with the public that I have not been able to do it yet because we're just not there. But I am going to.
Yeah, but it's also meant to be
fun. It's not meant to be serious and
because not everybody's looking to become a practitioner of metaphysics, and so it's not about that.
It's just that clearly I need to create the environment of sense of direction of what my channel is about, which is about spirituality, so that it doesn't get lost. You know, and like I'm over here doing monologues, you know, that I did not intend to do. So I don't want to. And then try to switch it back, and
people like throwing scriptures at me that I already know.
So I don't want that to happen, So I want to make sure that people
understand. Okay, first of all, a psychic
founded this channel, and most likely you're gonna
see cards. You're gonna see tarot cards. They're going to, hear me talking about different
subjects that are spiritual related,
but,
also,
it's meant to enhance people's lives. Like I'm seeing people's lives
become changed.
And these are brilliant people. They're smart. They're lawyers. They're doctors. They run businesses. They're rich. They're successful. They're so obviously educated. They have families. They're married. Yes, I do speak to
married. When I say married, I speak to married couples. They are together, married couples.
Like they are twin flames. They love each other. They're not, sleeping with other people behind their backs. Though I do also
work with people, clients, that are in,
what they call it,
what's called not non-traditional marriages and relationships. I
Do yes, but I'm saying
that I also work with pretty
level-minded, and their lives are becoming
enhanced. And so, in my mind, if they are seeking to enhance
their lives than people who really do need to enhance their lives, or and maybe even want to, and maybe they've never heard of this type of service, because this service, to be honest, it's only gonna be marketed to people who have the money to afford it. And so that's where my YouTube channel comes in, because now I can make this more accessible for I mean, making these kinds of conversations accessible to people, but I mean, then the people who are dispensing it, to do it correctly and not do it to, I guess, to like hijack, um, you know, people, their money, etc., their hearts, their minds, their souls, so their bodies, etc.
It goes on and on and on. So
I can, what is usually only meant for the few, now I can make it for as many people as who can find the channel. And I have a lot of people I've worked with, and I'm telling you, they find me. So if I work with a company in the US, as I have, people who I've known like over 10 years ago were like, hey, they like, and I immediately, when they say their name, that's the true gift. I remember every reading. So yeah, I remember people who I read for. All the way back, 10 years plus, I will remember you. Yeah, and I just like, and of course it's out of, I embrace or accept you out of like a best friend, like a real true best friend, or sometimes somebody who loves you, and I'm able to guide, even though I've never seen you before, but I know your story, and I pick up right where we left off, And I also love when people reach out, and they reach back out, I guess, and they said, it could be one person reached out 6 years, and they said, "Yeah, I talked to you 6 years ago, and when you said what I was gonna do in life for work, I was already working, and so when you said what I was gonna do, I wasn't even thinking about it. I didn't even know how I was gonna start it, and that wasn't what I was even doing for a living. But now I've been doing it now for 6 years." So that's the type of readings that conversations I get involved in. Like people who are serious, like adulting, they're on serious adult time, and their lives like change so, dramatically, and they are happy, and they are, they're in they're like wealthy state of mindset. So I want to at least tell people that this exists, because like either it doesn't exist, they only see what, like on TV, they see the TV stuff, obviously Disney, they see that. Oh, that's not real, or and then you wouldn't believe who calls in, from all walk of life, royalty to statespersons, dignitaries, professionals of all kinds, all walks of life, even all walks of life. And you're thinking, yeah, that's a show, or that's for the the supernatural shows, and then you've got real people, like always successful, always lucky, always know what's coming around the corner, always know where to place their bets, always know when, to move their money, or when to invest, or when to, play the market, always. So, and all the time you were thinking, yeah, that stuff is, that stuff is of the devil. Yeah. And then your pastor calls, like, I talked to so many pastors, ministers, so many of them, you know, and I've even helped guide to where minister is going to purchase a property in the South. So it's going to buy a church and or would go there and
also buy it and take it over. Basically,
take over the church.
That one's a renowned author, by the way. If I could remember the name of the book, you would. I was shocked because it was so funny. I had just seen this particular author on on a news channel like Channel 5, Fox, right? And then I was like, wow, you know, he'd be cool to meet. And I also read his book. And I was like shocked. I was like, that's him? I've also met John Gray, the author. Yeah, I was like shocked. The authors, they're not like other celebrities that I've met. Like they're like, okay, you're excited that you met me. That's what they sound like. You know, John Gray is the one who I think he says women are from Venus and men are from Mars. He wrote that book, but there's also a second book he wrote. And I had just read. I was like, I'm literally holding the second book. I read the first. I was like, I couldn't even help it. I said, first of all, he said, that's what I said. Oh, I'm speaking with John Gray, and then we got into conversation. It's like I was like, you mentioned that you're an author, that you write. You didn't happen to have written. He's like, yeah, I wrote that book and this one. It's like I'm literally holding this book, making sure. I had to like go hunt for the book to make sure. Like he even said John Gray on it. I was shocked. And yeah, I spoke to like 2 authors. I know I've spoken to more, but like more. Somebody from DMX. And he said, yeah, I'm the singer from DMX. I was like, a little bit before my time. I heard they would play his music, and they would do the whole popping thing, but I didn't know him by name. I wasn't that far plugged in, but that was amazing, you know. So, yes, all I'm saying is people from all walks of life. And you know they have connections that other people they don't even know. They don't even know what it is. I spend most of my time in my life explaining to people what it is and what I do, which I can't even say it because there's so much that I do. I can't even explore it completely like I want to. So I hope that I'm able to create this space where so many people, different people can come in and access the same types of hidden knowledge, forbidden knowledge for some, that other people are proudly, though secretly, are accessing. So that's my goal, but also have fun too. Like, yeah, of course we can talk about anything you want to talk about. It's up to you. But yeah, we will have fun. I just I'm coming a little heavier now because in the back of my mind I'm realizing how much work that's going to actually. I'm going to be very busy starting next week. This weekend is like my last day of sanity. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to be so busy. But I have a goal. And I have a goal in front of me. And that is my YouTube channel. So I'm going to give it all I got. I think I'm ready. I know I'm ready. I'm ready to now make my channel go forward. And yeah, that's what this is all about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It'll be fun, I'm pretty sure.
So yeah,
I guess that's all that I needed to say for now. I just need to gradually find my way back. Get my, you know,
get people regularly coming in and become consistent.
and
See how we grow from here. But yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen now. Everything is okay. It's going to be okay. Um,
I know that's not what people
want to hear, but it's the truth. At least I'm saying the truth.
Okay, so I'm going to close
this one out, and I'm gonna go try to grab some lunch quickly. I get to have a relaxful Saturday. I'm gonna make sure that I get plenty of Head Start rest. Then I have only 2 days left. Sunday. Well, actually,
Well, also on top of that, I'm working. But yeah, it's gonna
get pretty hectic. But that we have the goal.
YouTube
channel. You are
the goal now. YouTube channel. That's the goal.
All right.